Why stay quiet? Let the show do the cat back and forth.
I went to prison for 8.5 years because I my own mom.
Oh my god.
Hey, we listen and we don't
Using
judge.
Collab, I think that our videos were really cute, and I think people misunderstood the we listen and we don't judge one though. So the point, if nobody got the point, was we were owning our wrongs and, you know, taking accountability. So, I looked like a little fucked up, sorry. So yeah, that's the point of the video, is like, yeah, we know we're not perfect, but like we don't judge each other, and I think that we are more than our past mistakes. So that was the point of the video. I think we did a good collab, so I enjoyed myself. Bye.
FayeCoopsTV. What a satisfaction it is to see the player being played. Gypsy Rose, you didn't expect all this backlash, huh? This collaboration that Gypsy Rose had with Natalie Reynolds, I think is the second best thing that has happened to the community since the FOIAs in December. And let me tell you guys, I know some of you were losing hope that, oh my God, this bitch get away with everything. I didn't want to say this bitch. I'm sorry. I saw, oh my God, my mom was watching this. Anyway, I already be bombed this, but let me tell you guys. There was a lot of sentiment in the community that this bitch is getting away with everything she does. But this is not the case, because we are in the community. We are her haters. We know that Gypsy Rose is pure garbage. But another entire thing is the whole world to see how a garbage of a person she is. And this is like the culmination of a long progression of sins that ended up with the collaboration with the Natalie girl that is the bottom of the barrel on TikTok, that is being canceled like multiple times, right? And she's not portraying anything other than what she actually is. Natalie Reynolds is a scammer. It's a scammer. And she is proud of that. She is a rage baiter, and everything she does is aligned. You know, her actions is aligned with what she wants, right? But in this case, I don't know what push. Let me correct myself. I actually know why Gypsy Rose did this collaboration with Natalie Reynolds. And I don't know if you agree with that, but she did this because she wanted to see the behind the scenes of a rage baiter influencer. And also, you know, deep down, Gypsy Rose been always obsessed with the strippers, with the sexiness, you know, with the hypersexuality. And obviously, Natalie girl has a OnlyFans. She has OnlyFans. And I think that is the final frontier. Sorry, this is the final frontier that Gypsy Rose is going to cross. And she wants to know how to get in there. Okay? Even if she denies it. And she said that she's classy. That I don't think this possum is not classy at all. Gypsy Rose, in my opinion, all right, in my opinion, she wants to be a porn star. That is what she wants to be. Come on, girl, you want to be a porn star. Aren't you the seductress mama? Yeah, the porn star thing's always been there. Okay, with the FOIAs and the rest of the things she's done on the internet, baby, that is the obvious career for her. And I will match with a T with this girl. But this collaboration from hell only benefited one person. And it was not Gypsy Rose, it was the Natalie girl. My God, because the golden ticket was, I don't know if this was Gypsy Rose idea or Natalie or, or probably, a combination of both of them, because we will never know. But the golden ticket was getting Gypsy Rose sitting down and saying that I'm gonna cook my mom. My mom, that was the golden ticket in this entire collaboration. The queer baiting, that is another stupid thing that they were using for, I don't know what she was doing. The queer baiting thing. She's been doing the queer baiting thing since she's been hanging out with the lesbian girls back in Louisiana, in the French Quarter. She's been like doing that because whatever. But the thing is that Gypsy Rose never saw. I want to show you a video. Let me go to another screen. Sorry if this is all over the place. This is not. This is impromptu. This is raw. I'm not spending lots of time with Gypsy Rose. I have better things to do with my life. But I love this video. This video, Gypsy Rose was in a crossroads at this moment. She's looking like there. Like look at her. Look at her. She's like showing us that she's at the highest point of her career. She's in Miami, Florida, whatever she is over there. Look at me. I'm on a luxury suite. In Florida, Miami, wherever it's that. She never thought in her mind, she never thought that she will be ending up saying this. Like, Gypsy Rose Blanchard apologizes after backlash over joke about killing her mom. She says, and understands backlash after reference to killing her mom. Didi, I'm sorry if that's my phone. We all know. This was her calling her insider over there in TMC, trying to do damage control. But I don't know. Girl, everybody saw your ass. You crossed the line for many people. And you are garbage. You are the official garbage of the internet. So let's see this video.
The whole idea behind it is like, yes, we understand that we're not perfect. We are influencers and we have
Gypsy Rose, you're not an influencer. You're just a girl who killed your mother. I'm not going to say girl, you're a woman because you were 23, 24 years old when you killed your mama. You're infamous. You're a mommy murderer.
gone through some difficult things, but we are focusing on positivity. That was the entire point of the video, is accountability and growth.
Girl, you two were focusing on rage baiting, money, and views, okay? Get out of this with that bullshit.
So your intention was to acknowledge a wrongdoing from the past.
Yes.
Now looking back, can you see why some people felt it crossed the line?
I can, especially with me particularly. I understand that my audience has always followed my
Girl, your audience is a bunch of bots that you have purchased, okay? Let's continue.
journey because they like to see me grow.
I'm sorry, I know I'm pausing this a lot, but and also a lot of other cycles in society.
And so usually I think I could bank on my audience receiving things very well. But I'm not the type of person to be very in your face about my past. So this is like
She's been all this time trying to run away from what she did because just a few weeks or whatever, a few interviews after, she went out of jail. She came out of jail. She was distancing from the murder because she said, I'm not the actual murderer. I didn't do the actual killing. And now you are like, and now for views you are, oh yeah, I got killed. My mom. You did it so proudly, girl. And it's not only the admission or confession for some people. It's just the whole concept. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's the whole thing. She's talking about, and then they talk about wiping her ass with towels. About a lot of bullshit. That is not a video that I'm growing up. That is fucking slop. Fucking trash, okay? It's fucking trash. Like what you are.
First time that I tried something different and a head-on approach. And I just don't, unfortunately, it wasn't received like we wanted.
So
Of
some
course
people
not.
feel like when you did the part where you're like, my mom, that it was you showing that you don't have remorse. Do you feel that that's the case?
No, that wasn't the case. The only reason why I did this is because I had a conversation with Natalie, and TikTok is extremely sensitive when it comes to how you word things. So we deliberated on, words that we could possibly use, and everything that we thought of, homicide, unalive, all of these things may have gotten flagged by TikTok and the video taken down. And so I'm like, what happens if I just do a gesture, an X? Like,
Look, she's acting like she had this concept, like that she's like engineering something with the other Natalie girl. That was, look, I believe this girl Natalie gas Gypsy up so much and planted. Look, this is a lesson for Gypsy Rose, a big lesson for her. Out there, outside your circle, Gypsy, there are bigger psychopaths than you, and you just fell into the trap of one, okay? And she got you up. She put you there. And the golden ticket was you doing exactly what you did. It's not, don't act like you came up with the idea. The idea was planted. The idea was there before you step on that apartment of that girl, okay? That was the whole thing. She was trolling you. She was trolling you. She's not your friend. She's not nothing. You just met this girl. You don't know her. And she played you. Look at you. Talking stupid shit on TMC. Nobody believes you anymore. Just forget about that. If you thought you have this little bit of chance of having a career off TikTok, or it's gone. That is poof and gone. Okay? Poof and gone.
people know what that means without having to actually say the word. And that's why we had to do it that way.
Gypsy, for people wanting you to apologize for this TikTok video, to that you say what?
I say that I do deeply apologize to anyone who may have been offended by it. That was never my intention. Like, I was not.
Gypsy, that was your intention. You have a warped way to see things, okay? And people saw the energy that you had when you said, and you were so smug, okay? There are things that, I know comedy, I love comedy, and I believe there is nothing off limits with comedy. But one thing is making jokes when you don't have skeletons in your closet. But girl, you took the life of your own mom, okay? And you just there showed, yeah, you don't fucking care. But, I never believed that you cared. And this is my problem with Gypsy Rose and her whole story. She is acting like she is like the ultimate abuse person. Look, she's not the only person that's been abused in this whole world. And, you don't see people killing their parents often, okay? That is so evil, okay? Everybody is abusing at some point. Look, I don't like to talk about all of this, but my father is still alive. God, I love my father so much. I wish he was another person. But I have to recognize that when I was a child, I was growing up, he was a fucking narcissistic alcoholic that was sick and it was hurting my family, okay? I never in my whole life it crossed my mind, my father abused us, my sister and I want to kill him. No, because I love my father. Even if I'm right now non-contact with him because he's finally he recovered, but still narcissistic and malignant. So yeah, I wish my father was different, but he's not. But that doesn't mean that I have the right to kill him, okay? That is wrong. And that is not a fucking mistake. That is a fucking crime. Just stop with that bullshit. It's not a mistake. A mistake is that I forget my keys on the door or I forget to pay a bill. That is a mistake. Killing a person is not. That is a crime. That is why you went to jail and you are a felon. You can escape of that. Okay? You didn't love, you only love yourself. You didn't love your mother. You don't love your child. Okay? You love money and yourself. Okay? That is why you love me, Gypsy Rose. You are a monster.
Thing about it, I don't think it's funny to joke about a heavy topic and my past. Like, I apologize because the delivery.
You know, she was so gassed up with all the events that led to this. Okay, we have to go back and remember that she just was so high because she has the Jeep babes that she encounters on St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if you remember. And they were taking pictures. She thought she's being rich baiting, you know. Making killing jokes about killing Ken if he ever cheat on her. So this is like the culmination. This is like the story transition of everything. Girl, you hit the wall. You hit the wall. I don't think you will recover from this. No amounts of apologies, no amounts of interviews with TMC people, lifetime, nothing will erase, because this time that video is not only in your platform. Na. You cannot delete it. Girls, you had to face the music.
He was wrong on that. I am trying to be my authentic self. And if my authentic self is saying, I did something bad in my past, but look at where I am now, that's where I'm coming from with it. But I would never joke about my past. So I do apologize if it came off too abrasive.
Girl, you're not in a good place neither. I don't see any prospect for you, Gypsy. Gypsy, you're done. Your social media career isn't before it was on rock bottom, but now, girl, you took a shovel and make the hole. You beloved rock bottom right now. You're on the basement of rock bottom. You are on the basement. But let's see the apology that this girl, Natalie Reynolds, did. And we can see here Gypsy Rose on the comment saying, we're not making fun of joking. Accountability looks like growth. This girl has been growing since 1991, with the right year she was born. Girl, you almost hitting 40 years old, okay? When you gonna fucking grow up? And let me tell you, accountability, that fucking disgusting video is what you call accountability? Girl, you have multiple views. I mean, you have multiple interviews, documentaries, I think she has two books, and she's gone to many podcasts. She has like 2 and fucking entire years. Oh no, she has more. She has 12 years to take accountability and grow the fuck up. And now you're telling me this stupid collaboration that was fucking internet slop that doesn't contribute shit to society. You're telling me that is accountability? Girl, you are the fucking gaslighter of the year. Gypsy Rose, you know, we can be open-minded, but not to a point that our brains fall off our head and go straight to our ass. Because, girl, to believe anything that you do or any of your excuses, it requires for us to turn off completely every thread of, logic in our brains. You have to be a fucking moron to believe you. This is not accountability, girl. Accountability is sitting very serious and saying, hey, I know my mom, and it's something, I don't want people to do this. It's something I regret every day of my life. And then after that, you live like a honest, life. You're trying to find a job. You're trying to stay away. It doesn't mean, I don't want to be the gatekeeper of social media. Everybody has their space on social media, and that is it. So be it. You will always have some psycho that will be following this Natalie Rayners and also Gypsy Rose. For every person, there is an audience. But at least, try to live a decent life, girl. But no, you want to be a stripper. You want to be a porn star. You want to be another scammer on the internet again. Girl, you don't have like the brain matter to look forward in the future. Fucking social media is not sustainable. It works for some people. It doesn't work for others. But even Hollywood stars have an expiration date. Don't you think social media stars also have expiration dates? Girl, get out of here. That is not a career, let me tell you. But let me see. Sorry for my rant. I don't know if I make sense, but let's see this stupid Natalie girl.
Learn to move on and accept that everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, and Gypsy already did her time in jail, and y'all were begging for her to get out, and now that she's finally out, y'all still want to find another problem with it. You guys are so jealous of Gypsy and I because we're both celebrities and living our best lives, and there's nothing y'all can do to take that away from us. Goodbye. I'm here to—
This girl is a rage baiter. I don't know how Gypsy Rose doesn't see this. I don't know if it was forgot the name of that. So great. Alana. Her last name is Alana. I forgot the first name. That she was talking about an email that Gypsy Rose wrote to Ken. I think he was doing, a disappearing act. Let me see if I have the thing here. Hold on. All right, so yeah, the creator I was trying to remember is Morgan Alana. She's so great. I've seen a couple of her videos, but I want to play this because it's so incredible that the player got played when she wrote this to Ken.
Gypsy admits who she really is. Gypsy writes, I am writing this with true love and compassion. Both I will always have for you. I waited 2 hours standing in line to call you last night and did call more than a few times. Sorry, I was getting irritated. Granted, you could have fallen asleep, so it's cool if you did. However, you're acting shady. I spent 24 years of my life a pro at acting, hiding, and lying. So what makes you think you can lie to me and I not see right through you? There you go. If you listen to Gypsy, right there in this moment, I spent 24 years of my life acting, lying, and hiding.
Let that sink in. It was not Natalie that went to Gypsy. Gypsy got her ass all the way to Florida to do this collaboration. And I know she spent her pretty money just to end up being an ass, okay? Just to end up being an ass, because that is what she did. She didn't do anything else. Let me see what people saying here. Said, Gypsy Rose trying to be kind of serious. I don't know what she's trying to do fucking here. She said, we're not making fun of or joking. Accountability looks like see, she's the contradiction queen. And then somebody answered, that wasn't accountability. It was a child's TikTok trend that you thought would be cute, but it wasn't. And then another person said, that was not taking accountability. It was fun and joking and truly disgusting. You are not celebrities and not influencers. Truly shocking. You think so? Accountability does not come from a TikTok trend. All right, guys, I don't want to take any more of your time. And let me tell you, I want to make a video about what this little girl said. That, are we jealous of Gypsy Rose? Let's see. Why should we jealous of Gypsy Rose? Tell me in the comments so I can gather ideas and do that other video. But this pure trash. I want to take a fucking shower. I want to forget about this shit. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a